Let's take a look at this, Washington.
We must take action this day to keep and strengthen our commitments to those in need right now and in the future.
The state of Washington has a big surplus, and Governor Jay Inslee says he has big plans on how to spend that money. He wants to increase spending in state services to help everyone from kids to the homeless to salmon and orca recovery. But Republicans say the state should look at giving some of that money back to the people. King5 Drew Mickelson is live at the state capitol tonight to explain. Drew, good evening.
Good evening, Mark. Yeah, Republicans are calling for any kind of tax, a property tax cut, capital gains tax cut, maybe business tax cuts. But they're not the ones in power here in Olympia. Democrats control the majority in both the House and the Senate. And fellow Democrat Governor Jay Inslee says instead of cuts, he would like to save and spend that surplus.
I can encapsulate the state of our state very simply. We need action.
A pandemic and potentially another mostly remote legislative session are not excuses for inaction, says Governor Jay Inslee. He's calling on lawmakers to put nearly $1 billion into affordable housing to help the homeless and another $1 billion into schools.
We also propose increasing the number of school counselors, nurses, psychologists, and social workers available to serve K-12 students. Anyone who works with kids will tell you these services are needed now, more than ever.
Inslee wants to implement a new cleaner fuel standard and wants to increase funding to help salmon. He backs the move to clarify police reform bills, which could allow for more use of force. He also supports efforts to delay and allow for more exemptions to the state program to force savings for long-term health care accounts. And he said he wants to go after politicians who lie about election results.
Well, I believe we should outlaw efforts by politicians to knowingly spread lies about elections when those lies result in violence.
I believe in elections so much that I think that if politicians are caught lying, elections are the right way to deal with them.
Republicans don't know if a law prohibiting lying would be constitutional. And besides, they say, the state has bigger issues.
I have never received an email or a call asking to criminalize speech. I've looked, I have yet to receive it, but I do get a lot of emails regarding paying for their food, kids' food, families' food, getting gas.
Republicans are calling on the governor and Democrats to turn the state's surplus into tax cuts.
Whether it's food or gas or housing or energy to heat your housing, it's all going up faster than wages are going up. So we have an opportunity to send money back to the people of the state of Washington.
And they say just reforming the long-term care law would not go far enough.
We need to take action to repeal that immediately, first week of session.
Well, instead of throwing out that long-term care savings law, a bill to delay implementation 1.5 years to look at ways to allow for more exemptions had its first hearing this afternoon. That could pass within a week, we're hearing. A bill to allow police to use shotguns that fire beanbags again had a hearing this morning, along with a bill to give rebates to those who buy electric mowers or blowers if they turn in their old gas-powered tools. One more note on the state of the state. The governor said in addition to billions in new spending, he does want to put aside $2.5 billion into the state's long-term rainy day savings fund. Live in Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King5.
Jay, your press release today was futile, and King5 and the community think that you need to redirect your funds, and I personally want to step out and say, come take a look at what's going on down in Centralia along the Chehalis River and figure out a plan to prevent this flooding situation again, create sustainability for the homeowners and the homes and items that they have in those houses, and protect us all from this type of situation from happening again in the future.